Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another live CEO Power Hour workshop. So I'm so glad to see that there are so many of you guys who have came to the live event. But if you're watching this as a replay, do not worry. I'm going to try to keep this as trimmed down as possible, but I also want to make sure that I am providing value for those who did take the time to come and join me today. By the way, if you are new around here, my name is Alexis, but I'm also known as Miss Trenchcoat all across the internet. I'm an online entrepreneur who helps ambitious women plan for a balanced life and online business using my CEO strategy and master plan methods. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're actually going to be creating our plan for the upcoming month, which is June of 2021. Geez Louise, time is really flying. But before we get to all of that, I'm going to go ahead and do my little checks and just make sure that everything looks good with the feed and everything. As soon as you guys who are live can hear me, I can see everyone, I can see people are here, I can see thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. Let me know if you guys can hear me and see me and everything's looking good. Welcome to Teresa from New York, Edie from Maryland, Floor from Los Angeles, Cheryl from Georgia, DG from Las Vegas. Teresa says, I'm coming through loud and clear. Awesome. Okay, so is everyone ready to have a wonderful planning session for our lives and businesses for June of 2021? And we're all going to manifest some amazing things and amazing results for our business. Welcome to Tracy and Brandy and Joanne. I know, Joanne, I can't wait. I can't believe that it's June already either. But there's been so many wonderful things that have been happening. I feel like finally we're starting to open up after, the pandemic quarantine. Like a lot of places are starting to open back up. Like it is, I don't know about you, but I'm actually thinking it's possible to go traveling soon, not soon, but maybe it's safe to make plans for later in the summer or later in the fall to travel. So that's really exciting. So I just feel like it's a very promising time. And it can be a wonderful time as well for our businesses if we are planning very intentionally. So let's see. Welcome to Emily as well from Central Pennsylvania. So, okay, you guys, let's go ahead. Let me run down really quickly the agenda for today. So I did my little intro. Next, we're going to do our meditation. Okay, we do a quick little guided meditation to help center our minds, get our heads in the right place. Then I am going to start the power hour. So I have some slides this time to go through the power hour to help people follow along. If you don't have the workbook, not the workbook, it's a worksheet. It's in the description of this video. Down at the bottom, there is a link to get the worksheet that goes along with this. And then at the end of that, when we're done doing our planning and chatting and stuff like that, we will jump into some business coaching live. So if you guys have any questions about business or we're going to do some very specific work today. I want to kind of lead us. I think every time we do this power hour, I've only done a couple of these at this point. So I feel like moving forward as we do these, I want to have a theme in my head that I want to present to you. And then of course, I'm open to answering other questions as well about business that I feel like are applicable to talk about with the group. So let's go ahead and jump in. I see some more people popped on. Annette from Florida and Ms. Mindful from California. Welcome, welcome. Let me go ahead. Gonna go get our meditation, wherever that is. Here it is. Okay, you guys ready? Let's chill. Oh, and everyone has something to drink, right? Make sure you have something to drink. I'm finishing up a coffee. And okay, before we start the meditation, let me show you this thing I ordered. This is one of those things where you order something and you think you know what you're getting, but you're totally wrong. So I ordered this gigantic half-gallon water bottle. I wanted a water bottle that has the inspirational sayings on it. And although I don't normally necessarily follow this, although what is it? I'm at 1 p.m. here. It's 2, so I have a little bit of sipping to do. But I bought one of these off of Amazon and it's a half-gallon. And I knew when I bought it, I knew it said 64 ounces, But for some reason, the picture, I was like, oh, okay, 64 ounces isn't as big as I thought it was. No, it's gigantic. Okay. So I have a gigantic water bottle. Make sure you have drinks. Do I look right now? Hold on. Can we just laugh about something real quick as well before we get started? I have my hair up today like this because I didn't want to put heat on it because it's getting hot. I'm wearing this. I feel like Bam Bam. Okay. What was Bam Bam from? The Flintstones, maybe? I feel like Bam Bam in this cheetah print with my hair up. And then look, I've got like a giant water bottle. I look like a child. If anybody wants to screenshot this, hold on. I'll hold this and you can post this on Instagram and be like, Miss Trenchcoat on the Power Hour today. Okay, so now that I've made it to 2 p.m. here, I'm close to 3 p.m. now. Yes, I'm on time with my water consumption. Okay, let's go ahead and we will start our guided meditation. Okay, so what we're going to do for this guided meditation is we're going to sit with our palms up, shoulders down and back. Try to force them. Puff your chest a teeny bit, like a little bit of a rooster, okay? We're going to do our breathing in through the nose, deeply, but a nice deep long inhale through the nose. We're going to hold it at the top of that inhale for 3 seconds, and then we're going to exhale through our mouths with an audible sigh. And then we're going to do that 3 times. Then we're going to keep doing it if you want to, or you can just do some deep intentional breathing, and we're going to add in some affirmations that I'm going to put on screen. So let's go ahead, in through the nose. Hold. Release. Okay. We got our first shift going on here. 2 more times, in through the nose. Hold. Let's make like some nice guttural sounds too. It's very good for releasing stress. 1 more time together, in through the nose. Hold. And release. Okay, so you can continue doing that mindful breathing, or you can just do some deep intentional breathing as I add in our meditation affirmations, okay? So first, we're going to go ahead. I am ready to receive everything this class has to offer me. Feel free to repeat those out loud. I am ready to receive all the knowledge Alexis is ready to share with me. I am ready to receive the inspiration, motivation, and guidance to manifest my dreams. I am ready to release all blocks and limiting beliefs holding me back from fulfilling my soul's calling. I feel myself now opening, expanding, and integrating everything I need to know to live my best life. I'll give that a little more. I am guided. I am led. I am supported. I am enough. My work is enough. My intention is enough. My effort is enough. Say it with me. I am enough. Okay, ladies, how are you guys feeling? Let me know if you guys had any shifts while we were doing that meditation. Right? We're just opening ourselves up to learning and integrating and just making some really amazing plans for our businesses for the month of June. And of course, I just want to say as well, if you're not a business owner Maybe you are a stay-at-home mom, or you are a retiree, or you are a career woman. Everyone is welcome here. This planning process can help everyone. So just because you don't run a business now or not yet, maybe you want to run a business, I still think this is a wonderful activity to go through with me. So I'm going to go ahead now. We're going to switch into, we did our meditation. Good. Now we can switch into there we go, our slides. Okay. And we can start our CEO Power Hour. And you guys can see me. Yes, you can. And I can see my comments. Awesome. Okay. So welcome to the CEO Power Hour we'll say this is June. I know it's happening in May, but it's technically June's, right? So let me go over here. That's it, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, first thing I want to do is I want to ask you, what do you intend to get out of today's CEO Power Hour? I always think it's important to set your own intentions before we do something, like anything that we do, really. It's important to do an intention, but especially with planning, especially something for our business and our life, so important. So I want you to go ahead and in the comments, I want you to drop a word, a phrase, or like an emoji either in the chat if you're here with me live or in the comments if you're watching the replay, for something that you came to do in this class, learn, achieve, find clarity on, etc. So your purpose, the thing you want to get out of here, and if you didn't come to this with any sort of expectations, I want you to set an intention right now that's so powerful for helping you get as much as you can out of a presentation like this. And of course, we're helping you make the most of that open business coaching I'm going to do at the end of this. Think about right now what it is that you really need, right? And what you need to be getting out of today's class in order for it to be useful for you. So let me go ahead and see if I've got any comments coming in. Oh, this is a beautiful one. Tracy says structure. This is amazing. You're definitely going to find a structure for business planning today. Absolutely. Brandy needs to refocus. Absolutely, right? Who knows what's been going on for all of us? I'm sure many of you may have set plans in the past, and we're living in a crazy time. We have a lot of priorities to juggle as business owners, and so maybe you lost focus, and maybe you need to refocus, right? Absolutely. And we also have another one very similar, laser focus, right? We want to get laser focused on our goals. So important that we actually know exactly what we're going for. I love that. Jana, again, focus. Beautiful. I love how you guys are all coming to focus. That's awesome. Emily's here to prioritize, right? So we're going to talk about prioritizing. I know that a big thing for business owners, right? When you run your own business is the idea of not having a balanced life, right? Because you feel like you need to sacrifice your personal life for your business success. And so being able to prioritize is an essential skill, and we'll be doing some of that today for sure. Teresa needs structure and focus. Awesome. Ms. Mindful is looking for a clear direction or a clearer direction. Awesome. Hopefully that will come to you as we make our plans and set our intentions. Floor is looking for clarity. DG is looking for handling the hustle without overwhelm. Absolutely. We're definitely going to be talking about that towards the end of class today. Joanne says, clarity. After 11 years, my main job has ended and I want to move forward with only business for self. Amazing. So you've got obviously Joanne here has a situation where she's the universe is opening some opportunities to her to take, her business full time if that's what she wants to do. It's amazing. And Cheryl says motivation. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for sharing. We'll go ahead and if you want to keep going. Here, Catherine. Oh, one of my mastermind sisters and empire builders, Catherine. She's here to set a commitment and meet it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I had to include her before we moved on. But yes, make sure you're setting an intention if you're here live or watching the replay. Set an intention for what you want to get out of this process before you begin, and you will likely get either that intention fulfilled or you will start getting inspiration for how you can go ahead and take action beyond this in order to bring that to fruition. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so next, I just want to remind you guys, download the Power Hour worksheet. The link is in the description box. I have mine. I already started outlining a little bit because obviously it's hard to do the class and do my own planning at the same time. But go ahead and get that Power Hour worksheet. And we're going to go ahead and jump in. So the first thing we are going to talk about that's on this worksheet are your wins. So I want you to list out 5 or more. This is a minimum. I have 5 spaces on the worksheet. It is a minimum of 5 wins that you had in the last month. Okay. And if it's been a long time since you've written out your wins, if you weren't with me last month, I want you to think about maybe all year, all the wins you can think of. I really want you to take some time right now and acknowledge what you've done that's been working. And this can be for business, this can be for personal, family, career, whatever you feel like, things that you need to celebrate, that you are proud of, things that were wins for you. Go ahead and write them down. And I'm getting a comment here from Edie that the screen might be frozen, or just if anyone can just really quickly confirm if they're seeing me and hearing me and everything's coming through. And I'll type it in the comments as well. Okay, looks like you guys are hearing me. So it might be, okay, so it might just be specifically maybe one person. Great. Okay, so let's go ahead and write down our wins from the past month. And I am going to ask you guys to share them. Okay, so if you want to share a win and you want to be celebrated for a win that you did, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Now I got to look at my planner because sometimes it's hard for me to remember. You know, this is why humans always forget the progress they make. They're so forgetful. At least I know I'm so forgetful. I cannot remember what happened yesterday, what I was doing yesterday. If I didn't have my planner, if I didn't have my phone, like if I didn't have pictures that proved where I was at a certain time, I would be completely lost. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and start reading out some of your wins. So Brandy says that she has a working computer again. She managed a giveaway in spite of setbacks, started a new book, powered through data loss, and learned to cook 5 new meals. That's awesome. So Brandy, you were the one who reached out to me to ask about the setback thing, right? I believe, if I'm remembering this right, and I think I am based on your answers here for your wins, I believe it was Brandy who reached out to me a few weeks ago, and she had asked me if I had any content on how to deal with a setback because she is a writer and she lost a lot of data on her computer, which was like several books and a lot of marketing stuff she was working on. And it's very common in that situation, right? And I am planning on doing some content on this topic, Brandy. So thank you so much for telling me to do that, right? So I think it is a great topic and it's very important. So let's just make a little note right now, you guys. Sometimes things happen in life that really suck, right? Our computers crash, things break, There are accidents. We get sick, right? There's so many things that can happen in our lives that will set us back from our plans. The important thing to understand is that that occurrence happening does not have to mean anything for what you can or cannot achieve in the future. Right now, there are some theories out there about what we call like upper limit problems. I forget who coined that phrase, like a psychologist or something like that, or a mindset coach. Upper limit problems. When oftentimes when people are about to undertake like a big project or move to a next level in their life, do something amazing, launch a product or a business or do something amazing, what ends up happening is they end up, something bad could happen to them, right? And that comes from a limiting belief, a mindset that in order for, if something good happens in my life, something bad has to happen, right? It all comes down to like a worthiness thing. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened in Brandy's situation. Computers break all the time, right? So that may not be what's going on in your situation. But the important thing to take away from that is that if you're seeing that setback and saying, see, I knew that I couldn't have my goal, right? That means you've got a mindset thing, right? But if you have the mindset that Brandy had when we were talking, which was she was more of like, look, stuff happens, I'm not letting this hold me back, etc. It was just a freak accident. That is the mindset that you want to have so that you can continue to move forward, because accidents happening are not the universe telling you can't have something, right? Accidents happen sometimes, right? We manifest a lot of different things in our lives for various reasons, but it does not mean that you cannot have your goal, go after your goal. So just a little side. Thank you so much for sharing, Brandy. I'm going to continue on with more people's wins because I don't want this to be like a downer conversation. We can talk more about this in the business coaching if you guys want to, but I did want to mention that while it was fresh on my brain. Joanne became a qualified supervisor for associate level therapist. That's awesome. Congratulations, Joanne. Oh, and I think we started this in the last one. Something that instead of clapping for each other, right? Something we used to do in my sorority was we used to do snaps. I don't know. I think maybe clapping was too loud or like vigorous for people if you were constantly clapping your hands. So we're going to be doing a lot of celebrating wins right now. So let's give each other some snaps and be in our own little virtual online business sorority. Oh, that's a really clever idea. An online business sorority. It's really smart, Lex. Okay. So congratulations, Joanne. Tracy says, my biggest win is that husband immigration paperwork got approved. Just waiting now for his visa. Oh, congratulations. Where's your husband coming from? And are you in the US, Tracy? I think so. Maybe I could be wrong though. I know we've talked before. So congratulations. Fleur became a notary public. Congratulations. Snaps for Fleur. Jana completed her graduate course, which will increase her pay. That's awesome, right? Getting paid our worth, right? We definitely want to celebrate that. Snaps all around. Oh, great wins. Brandy says you guys are amazing. I'm so glad you guys are supporting each other in the chat. This is amazing. Edie blogged according to her editorial calendar for the first time. Amazing. Fulfilling her editorial calendars. Very important, right? Sometimes we fill up those calendars and we don't even, sometimes I miss stuff all the time, you guys. So, it happens, but getting a complete month, very snap worthy. Brandy said, I was feeling pretty bad about the data loss, honestly. Okay, yeah. So, but if when we were talking about it, you didn't have the mindset of, I should just give up, right? I remember us talking and you saying that like you were like, I know this doesn't mean anything. I know I'm going to continue, etc. So, you had a pretty good mindset about it, but watch out if something bad ever happens, right? Bad or a setback happens. If your mindset ever is, everyone I'm talking to right now, if your mindset ever is, oh, see, I knew I couldn't have this without something going wrong. I knew that my life was too busy to go after stuff, like too many problems. I have too many issues. If you have mindset issues like that, I do have a video I did the other week that was on limiting beliefs. I would highly recommend checking that out. It has, I think, 7 common limiting beliefs and how to like reprogram them. Awesome. So, here we go. Stamping with heart says, I doubled my content strategy here on YouTube and Facebook. Congratulations. Snap, snap, snaps. Teresa got her LLC this month. Snap, snap, snaps all around for Teresa. Cheryl completed her business insurance renewal on time. That's a big one. Snaps. Oh, welcome to Valerie. Here, so Lady Island Girl says, Tracy says, so true. In fact, it can actually pivot you to betterment. I think she's talking about if a setback happens. So I agree with you when difficulties arise. Like this year, she had 2 major surgeries. Sure, it was painful, but my health is so much better. That's important too, right? Something we have to remember is sometimes things go wrong, right? Especially when things happen, like painful things that happen. It's like sometimes they say like the cure is just as bad as the disease or the problem, right? So sometimes the healing that it takes is just as painful, just as challenging, but when you get through it at the other end, you become such a much stronger person, and that can just put you in a better situation. So sometimes having certain setbacks that come up can actually make you stronger, better. Amazing. Ms. Mindful launched her Spirit and Soul Cafe online store. She spoke up, set boundaries for herself at a bread and butter job. She started writing on Medium and got her garden planted, and she's now cooking healthier. Snaps for Miss Mindful. Awesome. Congrats, lady. Okay, college success professor says she curated the curriculum for a 6-week 1-credit course for raising high school seniors for college admissions and readiness planning. Congrats. Catherine cleared off my desktop, still trial and error on keeping things in sight so they don't fall through the cracks without having everything stacked on my desk. Congrats. Valerie's saying, oh, snaps. Oh, snap, you guys. Snaps all around. Emily updated her resume, drafted edits for her LinkedIn page, and made 4 sales. Congratulations, Emily. Snaps. Hello, Karen. Thank you for joining live. Let's see. Cheryl says, major win. My sister, Valerie from Seattle, joined me today for this awesome workshop. Oh, your sister is Valerie. Well, I'm glad we got some sisters on here. We got a real life sorority going on. Oh, no. Brandy said when she snaps, the dogs come running because they're chained with the clicker. I'm sorry. Okay, so maybe she doesn't snap. Oh, Tracy, your husband's from Nigeria and you live in New Jersey. Yeah, I thought you were more local. Okay, great. Awesome. Let's see. Karen started seriously working on her business. Snaps. Tanya removed major blocks in thinking pertaining to income. I'm not limited to my salary or my pension. I have the ability to earn more than what the man pays me. Absolutely. Abundance comes in ever growing ways, expected and unexpected ways. There's many ways that abundance is making its way to me now and to Tanya and to everybody here on this call. So yes, abundance can come in a multitude of different ways. It doesn't have to just come in from your salary or your pension or expected income. If you're on a fixed income, when you open yourself up to possibility, abundance comes in many ways, and it can come in beyond money as well. Sometimes it can come in the form of help or resources or guidance, right? So when you open yourself up to abundance and know that you're always able to and to take in, and money is always flowing to you, and abundance is always flowing to you, you're always able to receive. Sorry, I fumbled my words there. Then you will get what you believe more often than not. Valerie wrote several poems this month. I've been commissioned to write 2 poems and present the next one on June 4th. Congratulations! Got a poet in the house, you guys. Awesome. Okay. So looks like we're at the end here. So we're going to move on then to our next prompt. I knew we were taking a little time here, but if you're here live, I want to celebrate you. So I'll try to make up for this soon because this is one of the only, one of the few sharing ones that we do. Okay. So now we're going to set our intentions for the new month. Okay. So when we do our intentions, what we have here for the month is I have 3 categories: self-care, goals, and lifestyle. And what we're going to do is we're going to set 3 intentions for each of these areas of our life. Now, this is one of the things that we're going to do in order to help us have a balanced life, where we're thinking about self-care first, which is, how we're caring for and meeting our own needs, making sure we're rested, well-fed, nutrition, like everything that we need in order to have the most energy we can to live our lives, build our businesses, take care of our homes and families and communities, etc. So what are 3 intentions that you have for self-care? And I do like to remind you guys that intentions are not goals, right? So intentions are just like the direction you want to go, the way you want to feel, something that you're hoping to move towards and align with. it's not the same thing as like a goal to a goal is normally like a bigger thing that you're moving to, trying to achieve, right? So we're doing intentions here, where what we want to be doing, thinking, feeling, etc. in our life, in self-care. Goals, which can be your personal or your business or professional goals, and then lifestyle, right? So things in your home, ways to keep yourself more organized. What are some things that you need to do in your personal life, in your family life, etc., to just live a more balanced life and business? So we're going to set our intentions, 3 for each. And what I'm going to say is, if anyone wants to share, I'll pull a couple, but just share one intention if you want to share an intention, and tell me which area it belongs to. Okay. Okay, so I've got mine written down. I'm going to go ahead and read for you guys. Oh, you know what? I'll tell you guys one of mine. For self-care, one of mine is rest and manifest. So something that I'm trying to do, an intention I'm trying to set is, I'm working on like a mindset limiting belief where I can rest and still manifest high income for myself. So I am allowed to go slow and get everything done. As I like to say, you can go slow and still get everything done. But really, I want to start programming a belief in my brain that when I rest, I manifest even more. So when I come from a place of being rested, right, it's actually really beneficial for my life and business because I manifest more of the things that I want into my life, right? So rest and manifest is what I'm calling that. Feel free to borrow it if that sounds good to you. If you would also like to rest and live in a ease and flow and still get all of the things you want without having to do all of the things, that is one of my intentions for the month. So let me go ahead and see. Brandy, this is probably self-care, wants to get back to a more normal sleep cycle. Excellent. Very important. Sleep is very important for our success. DG says for her self-care, say no more often. Amazing. That's so, especially if you feel like you're someone who has poor boundaries with people, that they're always asking for things from you. Very important to say no. If you have too much on your plate and you really need to get focused, saying no is a wonderful thing. I know people talk about saying yes more often. Some people need to say yes more often. Some people need to say no more often. It depends on who you are. Sorry, I've got a little in my throat. I'm going to take a sip of water. Cheryl's self-care is she's reuniting with her family. Do you have, I guess after COVID, is that what you're saying? Like being able to see people and travel and things like that? Awesome. Catherine says, one intention for me this month for self-care is to do an hour of yoga every day. That's amazing. Amazing. That's going to just completely transform your mind and body by doing a yoga practice. Teresa's goal for her goals is to open a business bank account. Awesome. Very important for keeping your financials in order. And if you guys don't know, when you have a business, right, and you're getting started, it's always important to get a business bank account, a business credit card if you can get one, etc. There's so many benefits that come from that. Number one, it helps to make your finances so much easier when you're going to tax time, much easier for tracking when you keep your business expenses separated from your personal expenses. And also for having a business credit card, I believe this is still true in the US at least. I don't know about anywhere else, but when you have a business credit card, that business credit cards are not reported on your credit the way a personal credit card is, right? So if you're able to get a business credit card, I have an actual business credit card account. Now, if you're someone who cannot get a business credit card per se, maybe your credit doesn't stand for it or whatnot. If it's just not possible for you, you could always just get a separate business. You can just get a separate personal savings and checking account and have a debit card from that checking account that you just use that just for your business. So you're separating your personal and your business finances. But if you can get actual business accounts, the good thing about that is like if something happens and you owe money and you're not paying off, when you're not paying all your debts or whatnot, it doesn't get reported on your personal credit, I believe. So definitely a good idea to open a business bank account. Okay. Ms. Mindful is committing to her yoga practice, continuing to follow my own living big advice and permission to follow my non-standard ideas. Awesome. And you know what? Ms. Mindful and Catherine, you're both Mastermind sisters. So if you guys want to do a little bit of chatting in the Slack to give each other maybe some yoga tips or accountability would be a great idea since you guys are both Mastermind members. Teresa says self-care, morning meditation, and workout. Awesome. Island Girl says cooking healthier. Teresa's lifestyle, socialize more with friends and family. And Tanya is increasing her physical activity and doing more walking and exercise. Oh, and Edie's going to go get a pedicure. Awesome, Edie. I need a pedicure so bad. It's been so long since I had my nails done. And very strangely, I really want to get like hot pink nails for some reason. So I'm thinking about I have my nails painted right now, but sandy taupe color. Okay, so those are our intentions for the month. Thank you guys so much for sharing. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic here, which are our monthly objectives. So next thing we're going to do is go ahead and define 3 monthly objectives, right? So 3 things that we're working towards this month, actual projects, achievements. I don't want to say goals because the way that if you guys are familiar with the way I break down goals and objectives are like the milestones that build up to a goal. Because for me, a goal is like a big thing that takes several months. It could take a while to actually hit. It's not something you could just achieve in a month. So you have monthly objectives that help you reach your goals. So we're going to set 3 monthly objectives. And the way that I like to do this as a business owner is I set one objective for my income. So there's one income objective I'm working on, one community objective I'm working on. So building my community. So obviously income would be growing my revenue, business related, something has to do with sales and money. Community has to do with my audience, right? So the community I'm building online, list building, etc. And number 3 is a project. And this can be a business project or a personal project. You guys do not have to have to mention these if you don't want to. I'm going to go ahead. I did already list mine out. So I'll give you guys some ideas. So for me, my income objective for this month is that insert design class that I'm supposed to be building for June. So I'm building a class on designing inserts. That's going to be income related because it's a new offering for my shop. And obviously there's going to be a launch around it, of course. So that's going to be a money maker sort of a thing. My community objective, which is always my community objective pretty much, is my mastermind. So if you are not familiar, I've kind of already mentioned it here today, but my productivity and planning mastermind membership, it's a monthly membership or an annual membership that you can join, where we do productivity, personal development, and I host a couple of live events, including a class every month, and create a lot of different resources. In fact, if you had seen the productivity assessment from earlier this month, or last week it was actually, If you did that, you know that one of my projects inside of my mastermind is to build out a complete resource guide for each one of those questions in the productivity assessment. I actually got done my first draft of it last week. So I have essentially, if you are in the mastermind and you did that productivity assessment, you could go and any of the questions that you disagreed with during the productivity assessment, you could actually go to the resource page for that and open up the question, and it's going to direct you to a resource that I've created that will help you address that issue so that you can build your skills, get information on whatever that area was that you were struggling with. So I have the first draft of that is done. Everything is points to a different piece of resource or video that I've created. Now I am going to continue updating that because I want to write some very specific feedback for like every question, but there's 50 questions, so it's going to take me a little while to do it. But we've got that resource guide up and running for the Productivity Mastermind. So Productivity Mastermind is always one of my objectives every month because there's a lot of work that goes into that. And yeah, so it's my community objective for this month. And then for my project, I am trying to create some new marketing assets. I desperately need some new marketing assets. I need to do like a styled photography shoot. I need to create some new graphics. I need to probably work on some sales pages. Like there's a lot of like marketing things I've just been pushing off. So I need to just sit down and just bulk it all and do a bunch of stuff that is necessary, update some websites, etc. And that's what my objectives are. Let's see. Oh, I have a question here. Let me see. Let me see. Tracy says the assessment was the best. I was the most productive last week as a result. Awesome. That's amazing. So she also asks, will you be selling the resources individually? So no. So if you have to be in the mastermind to get those resources. They're all things that are like videos that I've created for the mastermind, like classes, and they're either modules of the course for our mastermind as well. So it literally all of it lives inside of the mastermind. So there's nothing individually that you buy that I have to sell from that. These are all, and they're all included. So once you're in the membership, you can just go in and there's tons of resources in the membership. It's actually tremendous. I actually was realizing like how much stuff was in the membership when I was doing that resource guide, because I was thinking like, okay, what do I have that I've created that answers this problem? And I'm like, oh my God, this. And like I was going through and exploring all the stuff in the mastermind. I'm like, geez Louise, there's a lot of amazing content in the mastermind. So definitely you get your money's worth with that. Okay, here. So Valerie is sharing her 3 monthly objectives. She says one is her income is to finish new grant app. Her community is to reconnect artists, community members, or activists, or artivists. Maybe they're artist activists, and that's a new compound word. 3 is the project is Black and Indigenous poetry and DJ jam party. Awesome. Good. Okay. So I'm glad you guys are getting like how this structure works. Teresa says, speaking of hot pink nails, what is the beautiful color you have on your lips? It is, hold on, I don't know what the color is. Oh, actually, I forget what the color is called. Hold on, I feel bad showing you this. This is something I ordered online. It's not something readily available in the US. The brand is called Bourgeois. It's like a European, like French, or I think in like the UK they have it. And it's called the Rouge Edition Velvet in number 21. And it had a really fun name, like Fashionista or something like that. I remember like the name really drew it to me. It's like a purpley kind of color. So yes, I hope that helps. Emily says I need to build time to do the assessment. Yes. Absolutely. It's very valuable. And I will say, like, you can go through it a little bit quicker because obviously I stopped and answered questions through it. I was actually thinking about really quickly doing a quick version of the assessment for people, like a 30-minute version where I just went through just the questions and what you're supposed to do without the live element so that people could watch it replay better. So I might actually be doing that. Oh, Jana says, I agree, Tracy. I joined the mastermind after that class and have really enjoyed all the content in the mastermind. I love it. Amazing value. Thank you so much. Ms. Mindful says her 3 monthly objectives: income, expand products on the mindfulness store. The community one, submitting articles somewhere. Cool. Three. Okay, I thought 3 was the third one. 3 additional publications on Medium, and project complete and publish your workbook. Awesome. I know you've been working on your workbook, Liz. So, okay. So Karen says, I remember you used to wear a beautiful color from Dose of Colors. I did. It was something very similar to this, but I de-stashed it. I threw it out because it was very old. I don't have it anymore. So yeah, I basically was replacing that with this. I cannot remember what it was. It was a purpley color. Edie is 3. Income, increase income 25% by decreasing expenses. Community, increase email list by 10%. And the project is digitize autism intake forms. Awesome. Okay, awesome. So I'm at the bottom here. Okay, so next step for this, though, you guys, for your monthly objectives. Next step is I want you to go ahead and I want you to ask yourself, what habit would help you reach each of your objectives? So I want you to pick one habit for each of the objectives you set. So you need one for your income, one for your community, and one for your project. What are some habits that you need to instill? Okay, so I'll give you guys my answers so that you know, like an example. So for my income goal, which was that insert design class, I don't know if you consider it a habit, but I'm going to consider it a habit. I need to time block out specific times to actually work on this class because it's going to be a little intensive, right? Because there's a lot I have to write things out. I have to do an outline. I have to write things out. I have to go in and film like modules of me doing things, and then like edit that and stuff like that. So I need to have some time blocking actually built into my schedule on a regular basis to work on this project. For my community, the mastermind, and this is something I've already been doing, but I'm going to continue doing it. I want to be checking in with them daily. And for the marketing project, I want to work on mindset work regularly, probably daily, right? So I can get inspiration, right? So I find that when I approach something like, okay, marketing is so important, right? It's your messaging. It's like how you're presenting your brand to the world to get people, attracted to you and to get them to buy from you. So it's really important that I am in the right mindset when I'm creating that stuff so that I'm inspired to say the right words and to use the right phrases and all of that. And when I'm in alignment, when I've been doing my mindset work and I get into alignment with my overall goals, then I find that it's so much easier for me to get the work done. I've removed a lot of blocks or limiting beliefs around selling, which is something I'm always working on in order to help like increase my income. So yeah, that's my third habit is like daily mindset. I really want to get back into like daily journaling and affirmation, just writing things out and scripting and stuff like that. I still do it, but I just do it on a less frequent basis. And I know that if I were to do that every day, I know that it could have like an amazing effect on my bottom line, my top line, whatever, my revenue, everything for my business. Okay, so that is my habit there. We'll go ahead and we don't have to share those necessarily, but let's see. I think someone did. Ms. Mindful said for all 3 habits, writing, more writing, planning and scheduling, right? Yeah. So maybe establishing then, Liz, like maybe a routine of like every day at a certain time block, you're doing some writing for like an hour or whatnot. That would be a really good habit to instill. So, okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic, which is obstacles. Okay. So, what obstacles, what questions or obstacles do you need to surrender to God, Spirit, Universe? Okay, so this is something that I do, where sometimes in our lives do not have control over things. There are things we do have control over, and there are things we do not have control over. And very often in business, there are things that feel up in the air because we do not have control over them. But if we identify what those are and we surrender them, and we say, like, okay, I'm giving this to the universe, I'm giving this to God, Spirit, however you like to think about higher power, right? Um, then that will help you to release any blocks that are associated with that, and just realize that you don't have control over everything. But if you hold on to something so tightly, usually you're going to like choke the answer from coming, right? You're not going to get the results you're looking for. You're just going to cut, the circulation off from it. So we want to make sure that we have like a loose grip on these things that, they might be important, they might be impactful, but they're things that we cannot always find the answer for. So something would be like a very good one for this is like, okay, so what questions? For me, I know right now, like a big question is for me that I need to get answered, right? Is what marketing will attract my ideal audience, right? And customers. A lot of times when we're doing things with business, it's like we feel like we're guessing. You know what I mean? Like we're like, okay, so like I know who my ideal customer is. I think they'll like this, right? A lot of it feels like guessing for us, right? But when we can actually stop and say, look, God, Spirit, the universe, I need help with my marketing message. I would like for you to inspire me, show me, guide me, explain to me what it is that I need to create for my marketing so that I'm attracting the people that are my ideal customer, my ideal audience, people who I'm able to serve and help them reach the next level in their business or whatever your business is about, help them, grow, expand, etc. from interacting with my brand, my business online. So what is it that I need to create in order to do this, right? So I will just put that intention out there, right? This is something that I need help with, right? It's not something I just know the answers to. So what'll generally happen now, and this is what you need to watch out for when you do these, is I always find that like I see something all of a sudden that I'm like, oh my God, that's genius marketing. I could do something like that if I change this, right? All of a sudden you'll start seeing and be drawn to for me, in my case, the marketing that I need to do, right? The same thing is, you could say if you have like a really big income goal that's like a new level for you, you could say like, how will I earn, X revenue this month? And you could say like, God, are you going to bring I need God to bring me, X customers for this product, right? And it's like you're assigning God tasks to do for you, or the spirit or universe, whatever, however you like to think of that, right? But I just think of God, spirit, universe, all one thing, and I say, like, I will literally say, because this is the thing, the truth of the matter is that we can, as business owners, brand owners, etc., we can only do so much to help our businesses grow, right? We can create content, we can do marketing, we can make sales pitches, etc. But at the end of the day, I don't have control over if you make a purchase from me, right? But you know who can help me with that? God, spirit, the universe, right? Because they can make sure that the right audience is coming to me. They can make sure that the people who are ready to buy and willing to pay for my services, who love me and love what I do and get value from me and what I do, they are coming to me. More of those people are coming to me, right? And he's going to be, he, she, God, spirit, the universe is going to be the one who's going to help move their minds and move their mindset for me. It's not stuff I can do, right? So these are some examples of things that you can write down, questions or obstacles, right? Maybe you're someone who, let's say you're starting a business and you need like a certain amount of funding up front. You're like, where am I going to get this funding from, right? So you can surrender that and say, God, I'm not sure where this funding is going to come from, but I'm going to take the steps anyway to start my business. And I'm going to trust that you are going to bring me opportunities or people, or you're going to guide me to the resources I need in order to get that upfront funding money that I need, right? So when you approach it like that, when you like kind of let go, when you don't get anxious and have anxiety over like how are these things going to work out, and you're not like literally like micromanaging it, you put yourself in a space to receive guidance and receive abundance, resources, whatever it is that you need, the answers to questions that you need for you. So that's the way that something that I do with my planning. So I hope that is helpful for you guys. So here we go. Valerie says, I need God to elevate my energy and focus so I can do what God is calling me to do. So like you could do like an affirmation. Valerie could be like, um, I trust that God is expanding my energy and focus so I can fulfill his purpose for me, right? I trust God that you're going to do this, right? So you could journal on that. You could say, like, God, I trust I'm surrendering my energy and focus to you, and trust that you're just going to, every day I'll show up and you're going to make sure that I'm able to get the work done, right? So that could be, your intention with that. Here we go. I need God to guide me to the resources and persons to have those upfront resources, funding to begin my new career endeavor. Awesome. Yes, exactly. Liz says, obstacles to release, that my time being my number one priority is selfish and unkind. I surrender that limiting belief to spirit. Absolutely. Yes. That you're not being selfish for being your number one priority. That is something we need to release, right? Taking care of yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. The only, if you're not here, if you're not taken care of, you can't do anything. You can't fulfill your purpose in the world. You cannot help anyone else. So yes, absolutely. That is a limiting belief that we need to get rid of. Awesome, 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 you guys. These are some great examples. Thank you guys so much for sharing. I know sometimes it's not always easy to share things like these obstacles, but it's very important, I think, as part of your planning process for you to do that, to think about what those obstacles are, think about the things you need to surrender, let go of. You might need help from a higher power that who, like I think about, when I think about like God, spirit, the universe, and manifesting, right? I think about they have a better view of everyone and everything that's going on planet Earth, right? So I might think that, oh, I need to do this to go get something done, when really they could be working on other people and fixing problems for me and removing obstacles before I even get to the place where the obstacle is a problem or necessary. So, absolutely. Love this. Oh, here we go. Emily says, I need God to guide me in leaving a toxic corporate environment to a career that brings me flexibility and ability to help others. Oh, that's an amazing, amazing intention. Awesome. Oh, good. I'm so glad you guys are getting this. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll keep going because we're getting close to the end here. We could start wrapping up, I'm sure, soon. So I want to know from you guys, before we start the business coaching and things like that, how do you feel now that we've done this, right? So do you feel prepared? Do you feel empowered, motivated? Are you ready to take charge and intentionally create a more balanced and profitable business right now? So how do you feel now that you've gone through this whole process? Let me know. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you guys are feeling right now that we've done this planning, done this very important work. I'm going to take a sip of water. Okay, so Cheryl says, motivated, mission accomplished. Awesome. I love that. Mission accomplished. Teresa says she feels very motivated. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Emily says she feels empowered. Truly love these new sessions. Awesome. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys love this stuff. Yes, I really feel like I've been called to like do more of these lives where I can get you guys together and actually like help you do the work. You know what I mean? Because so much of like business planning is actually sitting down to do the business planning, but so many of us don't actually do it. So it's like instilling those routines with you is very important. So I'm glad you guys are appreciating this. Tracy says, I feel excited that I actually have a game plan in place. Awesome. I think I'm cut off a message there. It's okay. Oh, Valerie says no is meant for not wanting this power hour to end. Don't worry, we're still going. We're probably going to keep going. I know it's been an hour at this point, but there's more to do, and we haven't even gotten to the business coaching yet, so we're not over yet. Like maybe 2/3 done. Um, Fleur says, "I feel motivated and clarity. I feel there is guided. You feel guided. I'm sure is what you mean." Edie says, "I feel empowered and calm. I can do anything with God." Absolutely, amen to that one. Liz says, or Miss Mindful says, "Free, focused, and clear." Awesome, awesome, awesome. So now that we're feeling really good, okay, I want to make a call to all small business CEOs. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by all the tasks you have to manage for your business and your life? If you're like me, you started your own business in order to live a life that was different from the norm. You wanted the flexibility of time and location freedom, being able to work when you wanted, where you wanted, so you would have the time to prioritize other areas of your life. So for me, breaking free of the 9 to 5 was freeing until I realized that without a solid time management strategy and strong prioritization skills, I could easily work on my business 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. So for you, does simply looking at your to-do list give you anxiety, like your tasks are multiplying faster than you can complete them, and you're continuously sacrificing time with your family, self-care, or sleep in order to simply tread water in your business? With so many tasks to finish, how do you know what you should even be working on each day to move the needle? Or maybe you feel like this: has the overwhelm of managing your business caused you to slow or completely stall progress on your business goals? You're afraid to take action on your projects because nothing works out the way that you expect it would, and all you see are problems that you don't feel capable to address. Or are you constantly stuck on what types of content marketing you should be doing to grow your audience? Your content calendar is usually empty. You wait until the last minute to write your posts, but come up blank, or you completely skip out on content creation altogether because the process is just too time consuming and you don't end up doing marketing at all. So what if there was an easier way to run your business? Imagine waking up in the morning after a full night's sleep, rested and ready to take on the day. You're excited to start work on your business because you are clear on your priorities and have systems in place to help make your work much more manageable and, dare I say it, even fun. Imagine waking up to a business reality where you feel in control and in charge of your business, like the inspired and aligned CEO you always wanted to be. Your business is thriving. You have time to take your work slow and get the results you're looking for. Your home life is well managed and your personal relationships are thriving. At the end of the day, your head hits the pillow, grateful and content, knowing that you created this reality and that you can create whatever else you desire tomorrow. So I want to introduce you to the CEO Strategy Bundle, where you can learn the time management, mindset, and marketing strategies that will streamline your business so you can finally live a balanced life. So the CEO Strategy Bundle is designed to equip you with the tools, strategies, and lessons that you need to intentionally create a balanced and profitable life and business so that you can take charge of your time by clearly understanding your roles as a business owner, the specific tasks to focus on through each phase of your business, and to set reasonable expectations to achieve true work-life balance. This is also going to help you master your mindset, get into alignment with your purpose, identify and overcome limiting beliefs holding you back from showing up for your business, and master the energetic secrets of productivity that help you triumph over your to-do list once and for all. And this will help you expand your marketing, develop your unique messaging to stand out in your niche, quickly create a full calendar of impactful content marketing that sells in just a few hours of work per week, and show up on purpose and on message to grow your brand and audience. Can you afford to keep running your business the way that you have been? Okay, this is a very important question. Do you really feel like things are going very well in your business, that if you keep going, that things are going to improve, right? Because as we know, nothing changes if nothing changes, right? So if your business currently right now, if you're running your business and it's disorganized and unbalanced, right? And you're disregarding your physical well-being and quality of life. Is that really something you want to keep doing, right? Or ignoring your negative mindset and allowing your limiting beliefs to sabotage your work and sales? And maybe you're playing it safe with your messaging, or even worse, not creating content or showing up to market and sell. Like, that's going to be the end of your business and your well-being if you keep up the direction you're going, if any of that resonates with you. So I want to remind you and really tell you that you really need to stop choosing between business success and a balanced life. The CEO Strategy Bundle will teach you how to manage your time, energy, and expectations as a business owner so you can work less and earn more without sacrificing your personal life, family, or sleep. And you can enroll now. In the description box, the top link is to enroll in the CEO Strategy Bundle. Here's what you're going to get in the bundle. It's a bundle of 3 unique masterclasses that I've designed in this CEO strategy philosophy. So the first one is CEO Strategy Masterclass. Here you're going to learn to manage your time, energy, and expectations as a business owner so that you can lead a balanced life. The CEO Mindset Masterclass is all about becoming the master of your mindset, overcoming and reprogramming limiting beliefs that are holding you back from taking action on your desired life and business. If you're someone so the first class is all about the time management, what you should be doing, how to organize your time, how to set expectations reasonably, how to balance your personal and your professional life. The Mindset Masterclass is all about reprogramming those limiting beliefs that are holding you back. If you're someone who makes a plan but then doesn't execute, or problems come up, interruptions hit your day, and then you throw off your business work to do whatever the interruption is, right? You very well have a mindset that needs to be shifted so that you can take action and show up and actually do the work for your business. Mindset is a huge part of that. And then the CEO Content Calendar Masterclass is all about streamlining your content to keep your audience and revenue growing without overwhelming your schedule or spending money on ads. So there are many different ways that you can actually market yourself online. One of those being content marketing, which is what I do, right? So content marketing is how I've grown my business to where it is now, like nearly 100,000 of you guys on YouTube. My blog gets almost 1 million views a year, something like that. My Instagram, I think I have 25, something like that, 1,000 people. I have a humongous email list, 25,000 on my email list. So everything I've done has been content marketing. I don't pay for ads. I don't run ads or anything like that. I have dabbled with them in the past, but when I say dabble, I mean really I tried it once or twice, right? I much prefer content marketing, and I'm someone who has, content that goes out every day, but believe it or not, I only spend a couple of hours a week working on my content. So if you think that content marketing is hard, that you can't come up with great ideas, that you're not sure what your marketing message is, you feel like you're in a crowded niche, that there's other people that do what you do better than you and have a better message, this class is all about helping you zone in on what your purpose is, what that messaging is, so you can start building that content calendar out and start filling up your editorial calendar with content that grows your audience, sells your products, and just grows your brand awareness. So it's all about strategy, messaging. There's a lot that goes into the content calendar masterclass. It's huge. So there's a lot of great things to take away from that. So that's what you get in this bundle of 3 masterclasses. Oh, and by the way, meet your instructor. If you're someone who's not familiar with me, hi, I'm Alexis, if we haven't met. Imagine that smart, funny, and super successful friend who is always sharing the most life-changing business tips and time management hacks. The one everyone goes to for advice because she just makes life look so effortless. Yeah, that's me. And I'm your new on-demand business bestie, ready to help you get your life and business organized. If you're not familiar with my story, I was a once upon a time sales and marketing manager for a Fortune 50 company that left my corporate 9 to 5 to start my own business, designing productivity and business tools, classes, and courses in 2014. For the last actually it's past now. I can update this page. It's 7 years now. I already hit my 7-year mark. I've grown my business into a 6-figure passive income generator using nothing but great content and social media marketing. I have a following of over 150,000 awesome business and productivity buddies via my blog, YouTube, Instagram, and email list. And I am so glad to be connecting with you for this amazing opportunity to help you grow your own business online. So, running your business is your dream, right? It's your dream, not your nightmare. So, take back control of your life and business with proven strategies that will keep you balanced, focused, and on track. Enroll now. Link is in the description box. And something I need to tell you guys, if you're watching this with me live, is that I'm still running the pre-sale pricing on this. As you guys know, I finished creating the CEO strategy bundle this month. So it's been on a pre-sale pricing. And if you want to take advantage of this, this is the lowest price this will ever be. Like, this is the lowest price this will ever be. I am going to run this just through the end of May. So May 31st is the last day you're going to be able to get this for this amazing price. So if you're struggling with the things that I just mentioned, if you're looking for strategies to help you manage your time and balance your life with your business, strategies to help you work on your mindset as a business owner, because that's so important to help you take action and to stay aligned with your goals. And if you're looking for a way to master content marketing, right, instead of paying for ads, right, which is it's annoying, it's time consuming, it costs a lot of money, it's a lot of trial and error. You waste a lot of money working with ads, which is why I always prefer content marketing. So if you want to learn to grow your business the exact same way I did with content marketing, time management tips, strategies, how to actually approach your messaging, right? Then this is the opportunity for you to get all of that strategy in one low priced bundle. So how to check out? The link in the description is going to take you to the sales page where you're going to see all the key information we covered today, plus probably some more things. On that page, I want you to hit Enroll Now button, any of those buttons, and you're going to end up viewing the listing for the course on my shop, which was that previous slide, right? So you're going to see this listing in my shop. You'll see that on the shop. So you'll hit add to cart, or you can also check out via PayPal, right? There's a couple of different options there, but you can add it to cart, and you will secure the discounted pre-sale price on the bundle. Okay, so there's nothing you have to do, no coupons to enter, anything. It's automatically just going to be the right price. And you can check out on my shop via PayPal or credit card via Stripe. After the payment has processed, you'll be redirected back to the shop where you should see on the page a link for downloading the welcome letter. If you miss the redirect back to the shop, don't worry. You will also be emailed a receipt looks like a receipt or invoice for your purchase. And inside the body of that email is a link to download the welcome letter. The welcome letter PDF includes a link to register for the course website where the master classes are housed and all of the class materials. And now the bundle is absolutely 100% complete, which is why the pre-sale is coming to an end, right? So the class is complete. All the resources are there. All the classes are there. All like the modules are all built out for each of the master classes. So if you have any questions or issues, of course, you can reach out to me at email at alexis@strangecharm.com if you're watching this in the replay, or if you're here live, feel free to take questions. You are going to love your business and life again with the help of the CEO Strategy Bundle, right? So don't delay. Enroll now in the CEO Strategy Bundle via the link in the description. This is the lowest price it's ever going to be. It's going back up to full price, and I'm never bringing it back down to this price again. This was literally the pre-sale pricing of before it was even, if you wanted to buy it before it was even created and you were willing to wait for it to be rolled out to you, you got a special discount for being with me for that. But now it's coming to an end as of May 31st. Now, if you're watching this in a replay, feel free to still look at those. If it's beyond May 31st, you're watching this someday in the future or whatnot, go ahead and still take a look and see what the current pricing is. You can always email me and ask me if I have any current discount running on it, right? If you're someone who's joining me in the future and you're still interested in it, okay? So you can always reach out to me, and I'm more than willing to always tell you guys if there's a sale that you didn't know about or a coupon code or whatnot. If you reach out to me and take the time to do that, I'm always willing to serve you guys like that. So now that we've talked about the CEO Strategy Bundle, let's go ahead and do some business coaching. So the topic that I wanted to cover today, and we've kind of covered this like on and off, is limiting beliefs. So of course, if you want to ask me anything, you absolutely can. Actually, let me go ahead and put that up, right? So I've gotten some directions here. So if you want to ask me any questions for the business coaching, please type a Q ahead of your question so I can quickly identify that what you're saying is a question for me, so it jumps out at me. But we're going to be talking, you can ask me anything, but I want to start with talking about limiting beliefs. So essentially I want to ask you here, just like a little extra activity, is for each goal that you wrote down for I should say not goal, but each objective, really. I want you to tell me why you cannot achieve it this month. So for each objective that you listed, I want you to think about why can't you achieve it this month, right? So you can share your examples and we can rewrite these limiting beliefs so they can't stand in our way. Sorry, that was hard for me to read. So I want you to take each of your objectives, identify what the reasons are that you're not going to be able to make it happen this month, right? If your answer is, oh, I'm definitely getting this done this month, right? Awesome, perfect. You have no limiting beliefs. But if you're like, oh, I'm actually concerned about this because I've got this going on, I'm too busy, I'm not sure I can do this, there's other things I have to wait on for this, right? If there's things that you know already that are going to be obstacles for each of your objectives, let's identify them, let's see what the limiting beliefs are, and let's rewrite them so that you can get to the point of course, I'm going to be finishing all of my objectives this month, okay? So let's go ahead and I'll go back to up here. Okay, here's a question. It says, random question, is it okay for men to, I guess, be here too? Absolutely, men can be here too. Absolutely. If you resonate with me, it doesn't matter what gender you identify as. I don't care. I'm not sure. This next question, is it okay to reprint on a store just to have it? I'm not sure what you mean. Can you give me some more context on that? Brandy says, Alexa, Slack link isn't working from the welcome letter, says the link is expired. Okay, you know what? I have to update that. That's the last thing I haven't done. Okay, this is why we're still on pre-sale. You guys don't have Slack anymore. The Slack was for the people that who were doing it live with me. So it's over now. So there is no Slack for the CEO strategy bundle, if that's what you're saying. But if you're talking about the Slack link for the mastermind, is that what you're saying, Brandy? I have to update it. Let me know what you're talking about, which Slack link you're talking about. But there is no Slack with the CEO strategy bundle. If there was on the welcome letter, I need to replace that. Question, is there a difference between this one and last week coaching? Do you mean the difference between the CEO strategy bundle and the mastermind that we talked about last week? Yes, they're totally different. The mastermind is a monthly membership group for productivity and personal development. I have a lot of business people there. There's several people who are on this call right now who are mastermind members. That's all about productivity and personal development. And that's like being in my inner circle. We do productivity classes every month. Now, the CEO strategy bundle is specifically time management mindset and content marketing for business people, which is not stuff that we necessarily cover in the mastermind. The CEO strategy bundle is a dedicated set of 3 master classes and resources, downloads, etc., to help you get organized with your business, understand what you need to be working on, identify and overcome limiting beliefs, use different manifestation principles to help you get your work done, and how to actually strategize your business messaging and marketing. So that's not something that we cover. We don't cover business like that in the mastermind. But I do have plenty of people in the mastermind who are business owners. So who's that? Tracy. Okay, and that was what Tracy said. Yes, is there a difference in the package deal? They're totally different. Okay, Brandy, it's the mastermind group. Okay, can you shoot me an email, Brandy, then, and I will shoot me an email. I'll send you the link if there's something wrong with that link. It should be the link in the welcome letter. I thought took you to the mastermind site, and on the mastermind site there's a Slack link, and that's the one that I update. So just shoot me an email and I can get you the updated not expired link, because that link expires every 30 days. So I have to I have like a reminder that's like reoccurring in my planner that sometimes I miss for updating that. Okay. So Beatrice says, this is valuable. Thank you so much. How do you add the text box prompts on screen? I'm using broadcasting software for YouTube. So there's different software depending on what systems you use. And yes, so I'm using broadcasting software. Jen says, is this for any type of business? So yes, yes, and yes. The only place where I would say it might, your type of business that you're doing might vary is in the content calendar masterclass. If you are a business that is creating content online, so blogging, making YouTube videos, posting on Instagram, um, building an email list, anything like that, then that masterclass is for you. But yes, generally speaking, this is for any type of business. So feel free to tell me what type of business you have, Jen, and we can definitely talk about it. But if you market your business online, yes, the CEO bundle is for you. Okay, Jen, so then if your problem is that you get so overwhelmed because you can't get organized, drives you crazy, yes. So the CEO strategy masterclass, the first one in the bundle, is going to walk you through how to approach your planning and time management, right? So that you can have a balanced life and run your business at the same time. It's going to talk about the things that you should be focused on, the roles that you play as a business owner, right? And like all the different types of things you have to do and how to compartmentalize and how you should be spending your time. So Cheryl says, what is the cost of the mastermind group? Right now, there is a special on the mastermind group, which is not linked here, but I could update the link real quick if you want me to. If you go to the shop though, you'll see it. If you go to the charm shop, it is currently on sale until the end of the month as well. I've got like 2 sales running on top of each other. It just happened this way. We can say poor planning, but whatever, it's fine. I'm never going to say no to having, 2 sales running at once, right? So if you go to thecharmshop.com, then you'll see that it's $222 for the full year, right? And there's a bunch of bonuses that you get like the whole master planner when you do that. So I can put a link down in the description if you guys want that for the mastermind as well. Let me see if I can do that while we're talking. Let me see. Sales page, mastermind. Take that. Yep. I'm going to try to open this up right now and see if I can. Oh, I got to go over here. I might be able to update this hopefully while we're live, and then you guys will have the link. Uh-oh. Talking is happening. Hold on screen. Let me mute this. And edit video. Let's see if it'll let me do it. Okay. Save. Okay, so it's saying it's saved. Let me go ahead and see if the link is popped up. Yep. Okay, so if you guys refresh this, you guys should see a link in the description that says join the Productivity Mastermind, and that'll send you to the sales page. You hit any of the enroll buttons and it'll take you to the annual sale option that's going on right now. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so Jen says, oh, sorry, I'm going to continue on. Jen said, I end up getting nothing solid accomplished. Yes, that's what the first masterclass is all about. That is all about managing and planning your time out so you're actually moving the needle on things that matter. Yes. So I might buy some products from you. Is it okay to go to campus or Kinko since I need 2 copies? Yes. When you buy my products, you're allowed to take them anywhere to print them. You can print them at home. You can print them at Staples or FedEx, Kinko's, any office supply store, 100%. And you're allowed to make as many copies as you need for yourself, for your own personal use. Yes, absolutely. Oh, Tracy, the mastermind is now, it's linked in the description. It is $222 right now as well. So that is the mastermind. That sale also runs till the end of the month. And it is linked, the page. So Jen says she sells jewelry. Do you sell them online? Do you have like an online site, or do you do this like in person? Are you someone who maybe goes to craft fairs, you get inside of stores and have placements and things like that? Okay, so BX, so would the mastermind be worth it for my goal in 30 years? So what I will say is I think you indicated already that you are male. The mastermind, I'm trying to keep all women in it. So it's only for women. And that's because we talk a lot about things that are only for women. So any of my other products and stuff like that, I open up to everyone, but not the mastermind. And it's really for personal development, things that you're working on right now. So um, obviously, it could be helpful to you, but I don't think you're not the right fit for the community. So I'm sorry, I hope that's not too blunt, but I am keeping this a safe space for women because I do believe that women have unique struggles in productivity and planning, and that's what we speak to. Okay, so what about a legal type of business, loan doc handler, paralegal, etc.? Yes, are you running a business? Like so this is the thing. It doesn't really matter what business you're doing as long as you're doing the following things. You have things to do for your business, right? Right? You have tasks that you need to accomplish, work you need to organize, because the phases of business are all the same for no matter what kind of work you do, right? And that's a lot of what we talk about in the first masterclass. Mindset, again, that's any business. That's the general business mindset. And the third masterclass is all about content marketing. So, are you marketing your business online, or are you doing something where you're doing face-to-face marketing? Like, where are you getting your leads from? Where are you getting your sales? This would be the most optimal for someone who either markets and or sells online. So if you're going online and you're someone who's creating content or wants to create content, wants to grow an audience or a following, and then sell to that following, then the third masterclass will work for you. I do not know when the insert design class is going to be done or available. I haven't planned out that launch yet, so I have to get to working on it. Is that for the? I think you're talking about the master planner. You get you get all of 2021, not 12 months full, but if you buy the annual, I don't want to make any promises, but right now what you're going to get is the rest of 2021. But you're going to get all of the inserts. So you're getting the full gambit of all the inserts, all the sizes, etc. So Tracy says, yeah, that's what I'm trying to decide which is better for me. I'm trying to launch a business, but I feel as though I need structure. So now is the bigger question I'm trying to decide on. So if you're starting a business and you have a lot of things that you need to work on, like you actually need to build out your business, that would be empire building, Tracy. So, is the Business Accelerator still on sale? Like my Business Accelerator is over, the live version of it, but I do repackage. Like Empire Building is like available on demand, and it comes with the CEO strategy bundle right now. So if you need like guidance on how to build out your entire online business, that would be Empire Building. CEO strategy bundle is the time management aspect, the planning time management aspect, mindset, and much more in depth on content marketing. It's actually my full strategy on content marketing, like how I map out my editorial calendar, how to come up with like a year's worth of content, how to develop your messaging, all of that. So that's even more in depth than empire building is. Okay, so Ms. Mindful, the overwhelm comes from still working 32 hours at a job while trying to build the business financially so I can reduce hours or leave the job to have more time for the business and content creation. So in this sort of instance, that this is not obviously, I'm sorry, absolutely a situation that I created the CEO bundle for, right? So it's understanding that you have a mostly full-time job, part-time full-time job, and you only have a few hours, maybe a day or even a week to block off for working on your business. So what are the things that you should be working on in order to strategically spend your time so that you're actually building like a foundation that makes logical sense, right? So that's definitely part of the CEO strategy bundle. The mastermind is the mastermind group. That's the same thing. The mastermind membership. I only have one mastermind. Here, Jen says I do it on so she sells her business, her jewelry on Facebook Live, on my business page, and have a website. Then definitely the CEO strategy planner is not planner. I'm sorry, CEO strategy bundle is going to work for you. Definitely. Oh, Catherine, here, she has a mindset here, I think, to share with me. I am too old to be starting over. Okay, so obviously we've got, okay, so you're talking about, like, first of all, age is just a number. Come on, Catherine. Right? So it is never too late to follow your dreams, Catherine. It is never too late to live the life I desire. Every year I grow more experienced and more clear on what it is I desire, right? So when we talk about like you're too old to change careers, you're too old to do anything, what do you mean old? Old is just a measure of your experience, right? So let's replace old with the word experience. Would you ever say to yourself, Catherine, I'm too experienced to be starting over? No, because having that experience is going to help you in whatever new endeavor you want, right? So age is just a measure of how long you've been living life and experiencing things and the sum of your knowledge, right? So it is never too late it is never too late to have what I want. It is never too late to have what I want. It is never too late to create the life I want. It is never too late to create the business that I want. I deserve to have the business and life I want now. Does that help? So Catherine says, empire building is fabulous. So is the mastermind. Yes, Catherine is in everything. She has all the things. And I guess I should say too, just a reminder. So like Catherine, you have the CEO strategy bundle because you were a business accelerator. So you have it already. Anyone who was a business accelerator in empire building, which meant in the fall or in last month's that wrapped up, you have the CEO strategy bundle. Okay, so Tracy's saying, I believe I already have the CEO strategy bundle already. Gotcha. Okay, cool. You either bought the bundle or on the pre-sale price, or you were in the business accelerator because it was a bonus. Oh, here we go. Catherine says, limiting belief, ADHD makes me stupid and unable to be a responsible adult. ADHD gives me a unique way of structuring my life and work. That's all it is. It's just different. It's not better or worse. It is different. It's like saying that I have brown hair and therefore, because I'm not a blonde, I can't be successful in business, or that because someone's blonde, they can't be successful in business. You're like, it's just differences, right? Different is not bad. Different is just different. Different means unique. Like means you're going to have to find different strategies, but it also gives you different superpowers too. Because with every obstacle is change is is benefits as well, right? So anything that's a challenge that you think makes you unique is something that it comes with its own set of obstacles and its own set of benefits. Like Catherine, no one can zoom through work like you can because your ADD has you focusing, and moving so quickly. Catherine says, I like those. Thank you. It's never too late to have what I want. No, it's never too late to have what I want. I deserve whatever I want right now. Teresa said, I love empire building. Thank you, Teresa. Catherine says, yes, I have it. She's referring to CEO Strategy Bundle. She has it already, worth every penny. Thank you so much. Exactly. ADHD does not make you stupid. It makes you unique. It means that your brain works in a way that, let's say, the vast majority of the world doesn't, right? But like, what does the vast majority of the world do, right? Being average doesn't mean you're going to be successful. ADHD makes you an outlier. You're so good at rewriting my blurb box. I'm good at it. Practice makes perfect, right? You just say whatever the opposite is, or you just say, like, you just approach that like the way that I think of limiting beliefs is if you have a limiting belief for yourself, sometimes it's hard for you to see the truth and untruth of it, right? So it's better to think about if you had a friend or someone you love that came to you and said to you, like Catherine, if one of your friends came to you and said, I have ADHD, it makes me stupid. What would you tell them? Would you be like, yep, on the same page with you? Like, is that what you would say to somebody? Or would you say something encouraging? Like, no, it just makes you different and unique. It just means you have a different strategies that you have to use. It just means that you're an outlier to the normal average population, which might be a good thing to not be the same as the average population, you know? Fleur says, I will not be selling online. Do you think empire building is best for me? Empire building is for online businesses. So if you're not selling online or promoting online, right? You need to either be selling online or promoting online for empire building to be right for you. And same thing with the CEO strategy bundle. I would say you need like one of those to be true. Okay, so Cheryl says, I just went to the site and it says it's $222 for a year for the Productivity Mastermind. Should I join monthly for the next 6 months and rejoin in January for the annual cost for 2022? No, you could start now. I would, if I were you, I would start on the annual now, because what's also going to happen, things that I don't like to talk about exactly, especially this class wasn't for the mastermind, so I don't really want to go too deep into the mastermind stuff, but annual members will have additional benefits than normal members. So I don't think you need to finish out the rest of the year on a monthly and then do an annual. We also don't know what the annual is going to cost next year. You know what I mean? This is a sale right now. Things only ever go up for me. You know what I mean? Like, this is a sale right now. Will I ever run this sale again on the mastermind? Maybe not, because every month I put more and more and more and more resources into the group. So by 2022, it might end up being a higher price. I don't like to say yes or no or like what things are going to be, but it's not, you cannot guarantee that this price you're going to get this again. Yes, Teresa says ADHD means your brain works in a non-conforming way. Allie says, how do you start an online business when you have nothing? You don't have nothing. So number one, you probably want to work on your mindset. You do not have nothing. You do not have nothing. And if you feel like you don't have something, go look for it. Go enroll in a course. Go research information, right? You don't have nothing. Okay. So Tanya says, empire building and the mastermind really work well together. Alexis provides an incredible amount of practical and useful content. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you very much. Yes, a lot of people who have done empire building just ended up joining my mastermind after our rounds of the lives. So Also, there are many of you here. There's more of you here than thumbs up. So if you have been with me for nearly 2 hours, we're going to have to wrap up soon. Um, this is a power multiple hours. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you learned something from it, if you were entertained by it, if you've just been here like listening and it's been stimulating your mind or just keeping you company, right? Please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm to make sure that not only more of the people who are subscribed to me get to see my videos, but that it also gets put out to a whole new audience so that we can continue to grow our audience and get some new faces in here, new experiences. I love diversifying our audience because I do think that everyone brings a unique life experience to the table. And I always love to see, the different limiting beliefs that people have, the different businesses people are running, the unique challenges that everyone faces. So valuable. So thank you guys so much for giving this video a thumbs up. I'm so glad, Allie Mae. Yes, you have more than you think you have going on, 100%. You never have nothing. Catherine says, as a person who jumped into everything Alexis does, has produced Feet First and found bliss, empire building will help you if you have a business already and if you don't know what business you want, right? And my only caveat is with empire building is you should, even if you don't know what the business you want, you should either be intending to market and or sell online, right? So if you're selling online, you're going to market online too. You could be an in-person, you could be a service-based business and still market online as well. So, because it's mostly a digital marketing course. So it's mostly about digital marketing. And it also helps you build out the facets of your business and like create the actual business assets, the things that you need step by step. Okay, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's like an hour, almost an hour and 45 minutes. Let's go ahead and say our goodbyes. I didn't get to everything I thought we were going to do today, but it's okay. I feel like it's Saturday. We all need to rest, right? Rest and manifest is one of my, it's one of my intentions for this month for my self-care. So remember that I am, oh, you know what I totally forgot to do, guys? Really, Lex? Really? I forgot to switch my little thing out. Look, everyone look, and everyone clap your hands. I switched to the graphic on the phone. I totally forgot to do that. But we've been talking about the bundle this whole time. The link's in the description. Awesome. Okay, so just want to remind you guys that we do this live power hour the last Saturday of the month at 2 p.m., which means that our next live is scheduled for, unless something changes, where I have something else I need to do. But the next live would then be June 26th at 2 p.m. So I hope to see you guys there. If you are not on my email list and you didn't get a reminder about this, you didn't get the email and the link, get registered on the link. There's a link in the description to register so that you're on my email list and you'll always get the links and everything, and reminders for things like this so you don't miss them. So thank you guys so much. And yeah, if you guys need me, send me a DM, shoot me an email. I'm here to answer all of your questions. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and Memorial Day weekend if you're in the US. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Until next time, you guys. Bye-bye and happy business building.